Hello, today I would like to tell you about art in the FORSYTE Saga by JOHN GALSWORTHY. A book, The FORSYTE Saga by JOHN GALSWORTHY, is a monumental novel which picks up on a very special type of people, middle class, pillars of the society, who cared for money, and some of them were interested in art. But this interest was based on the passionate desire to sell the pictures at least twice their price. That was true of Soames Forsythe. He was a man of property. So he wasn't able to express his feelings, such as love, compassion, gentleness. Nevertheless, he knew what love was. He loved his wife, Irene Aaron, but in a very special manner. He gave her money, jewelry, and status. However, something happened to this man after watching a picture he had recently bought to invest money. Let's take a look at another member of the Forsythe family, L. Jolyon. He had his own collection of pictures, but as a true Forsythe, he realized a true value of them. It was a material value. His gaze, traveling around the walls, rested on the picture entitled Group of Dutch Fishing Boats at Sunset, the chef-d'oeuvre of his collection. And it gave him no pleasure. However, his son, young Jolyon, was quite different. He was an artist. The rest of the Forsythe family didn't consider his work to be profitable. Young Jolyon loved water painting with his whole heart and cut ties with the rest of the family, even with his father, who loved him more than himself, but didn't want his son to become a poor artist. But young Jolyon didn't really care for money. However, his father was. Never certain that this was healthy, he didn't care a rap so long as he could see the pictures of his son, because he considered that young Jolyon lived in poverty, and this way wanted to make his contribution to his son's budget, a true Forsythe. Young Jolyon had a great fondness to his nephew, pragmatic Soames, but even this tough man developed the sense of beautiful. In some moments of his life, art meant for him not only good bargain, it awakened in Soames such great feelings, which made him deeply touched. One day he stood in front of the picture, "Hey Card Going Home," and the pattern of her life instantly occurred to him. He wanted to live a placid life, but against his will, it wasn't. He was always anxious. Soames had traveled a little. Aged 27, just when he began to take interest in pictures, he had spent 5 hot weeks in Italy looking into the Renaissance, not so much in it as he had been led to expect, and a fortnight in Paris on his way back, looking into himself, as became a Forsythe, surrounded by people so strongly self-centered and foreign as French. But the man was able to calculate a true future value of the picture and foresee whether it would be more expensive in some time. Standing among his pictures, he saw before him a future full of bargains earned by the trained faculty of knowing better than other people, selling what was about to decline, keeping what was still going up, and exercising judicious insight into the future taste. He would make a unique collection, which, at his death, would pass to the nation under the title Forsythe Bequest. But even Soames was influenced by the great power of art. As a businessman, he supposed Francisca Goya to become a very fashionable and expensive artist, so he started buying his pictures until they went up in price. Once he stood in his gallery gazing at the picture, which he loved most of all. It was La Vendemia by Francisco Goya, wherein was the figure of a girl with the arm akimbo, who had reminded him of his daughter. She was a very agile, slim, dark-eyed girl, and Fleur's father loved her more than anyone else. And the resemblance between the girl at the picture and his daughter made Soames spend hour after hour looking at the piece of art, thinking of the greatest thing in this world, love. The characters in the FORSYTE saga went through a great transformation of their nature and their souls. It was incredible that pictures could awake any feelings in those people whose only interest was money. But as the story developed, their minds changed, and even the most pragmatic Soames learned what it meant to love someone except himself. Of course, he expressed feelings in his own manner. He also realized that he could buy everything but not love, especially love of his wife. It occurred to him that everything has its price, and he can pay some money for a future, but not for inspiration and sacred feelings. They are priceless. Thank you.